meteorologist Rebecca Beal.
I'm student meteorologist Victoria Nichols.
All right. So how was your day today?
It was pretty good. It was actually way more chilly than I thought it would be. I went outside without a jacket on, unprepared.
Oh.
Even though it was sunny, it was still pretty chilly.
Yeah, see, I spent all day inside the library studying, so I looked
You
out the
didn't
window,
feel it?
looked so nice and sunny. It didn't feel that way?
You didn't miss much. I do not like the cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, we only get a couple of cool fall days.
Yeah,
So.
some people enjoy that sweater weather, but
Oh, yeah. It's nice to have.
yeah. So the weather to come,
Yeah.
it's going to be warming up just a tad in the middle of the week and possibly a cold front by Sunday. So we'll be looking out for that.
So if you like this cold weather that came through, then you have
You should be
more of that to
excited
come.
about that cold front. But
Oh, yeah.
me, personally, I won't be excited about that.
Yeah. Just so long as it doesn't get too windy, I feel like I can wear enough jackets that it stays pretty
Yeah.
good.
I feel like I don't even have any winter clothes. I have only
yeah.
summer clothes from Jacksonville, Florida.
I just found out that my hometown in Salt Lake City, Utah, just got dumped on with snow. So
Oh, I bet it's freezing there. I'm going there in December, so
ooh,
to Park
that should
City.
be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
should be freezing.
I may have to make some kind of trip to Jacksonville, I guess, make it all even out.
Yeah, recover from that snow.
Oh, yeah. So you plan on having your Thanksgiving with your family back in Jacksonville?
Back in Jacksonville, yes.
Oh,
I'm
that should be
actually
nice.
leaving tomorrow early to go home.
Ooh. So you miss this cold front. You get to go enjoy.
I get to go and maybe go to the beach if it's warm enough and enjoy that warmth before the cold front hits.
Wow, that should be super fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm going down to Orlando, so I'll be
You'll be in
avoiding,
the middle,
yeah,
avoiding a little bit, but still
no beaches for
no
me.
beach. Oh.
But yeah, Disney World. So you know, it's a give and take here.
Yeah. So, it's your second show?
Yeah, it's my second show. It's your first show,
It's
right?
my first show, actually.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting and nervous. I'm nervous, a little nervous.
Oh. So, you have many tests planned for this? I know that coming up to the break, lots of people are cramming
Nothing
in.
much. I'm leaving tomorrow for break, so I don't have anything until tomorrow. I have a lot of tests when I get back, though.
Yeah, that's a
Those
fun
first
gift.
few
but-
days, I have about 3 tests that I need to study for over break.
Oh yeah,
What about you?
everyone decided that they wanted to get the tests done and over with
Oh,
before
yes,
break.
every
So
professor.
lots of studying right up until starting next week. Okay, and
All
now
right, and
setting
here's
it up-
Michael.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. So,
There was no.
look at our current almanac for today. It was 67 degrees, and it was 48 as a low. That's pretty average for this time of year. Not near any of our records of 86 and 22. And the high temps across the region were in the low 60s up towards Bainbridge and Thomasville, to 67 here in Tallahassee, and 68 in Quincy, 69 in Perry. Very average for this time of year. Satellite and radar is clear. You can see some cloud cover up to the north, and that's due to an approaching cold front, but that's not going to affect our area tonight or tomorrow. There is another cold front coming Sunday that will give us really cold air. And for tonight, expect it to cool down rather quickly due to those clear skies. Will cool down to 45 degrees, similar to what we experienced last night. And our weather headlines are cooler temperatures are ahead due to that cold front this weekend. And we could actually experience another cold front during Thanksgiving. And we'll talk about that later in the show. Now let's send it back to the desk.
So, I'm here to talk about the history of weather on this day. So, in 1900, a record lake effect snowstorm at Waterton, New York produced 45 inches in 24 hours. That is a lot of snow. I am from Jacksonville, Florida, so personally I've never experienced that much snowfall. The storm total was 49 inches. That is, once again, a lot of snow. In 1967, a surprise snow and ice coating paralyzed Boston during the evening rush hour. In 1987, thunderstorms spawned 22 tornadoes in eastern Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. A tornado moving out of northeastern Texas killed 1 person and injured 96 others, causing more than $5 million in damage. I have never had personal experience with tornadoes, but they are very dangerous, so make sure if you ever are in that area that experiences them, you take precautions. All right, we have another tornado that hit Arkansas in 1988 today. Oh, and sorry, here is, oh, sending off to the wall, sorry.
So looking today in Tallahassee, right now it's 62 degrees. It is a little bit overcast. It's mostly cloudy. We see that our dew point is not really that close to our temperature, and so our humidity, our relative humidity, is nice and low. We enjoy this. And we are seeing low winds from the north-northeast coming down. So our current temperatures, again, we're at 62. We're kind of average for our area, a little bit higher. We're at 62, Quincy at 57, Monticello at 56, Thomasville 59, and then a little bit higher as you get a little bit higher as you get closer to the coast, with 58 in Apalachicola and 60 in Carabel. And then the dew points, as you get closer to the coast, it does get more moist just because you're by the coast. So Apalachicola has kind of the area high at 54, 53 in Carabel. We're mixing right now. There's dry air that you can see up here and moist air down closer to the coast. So we're about middle. We're 45 in Tallahassee, 41 in Quincy, and 51 in Monticello. And these winds, watch for these winds. Like I said, we're at 5 miles per hour from the north-northeast. But as you get a little bit further out here, you can see that the winds are coming in a more, as you look at the bigger picture, the winds are coming in a clockwise manner, and they are getting their highest right here, Orlando and the east coast of Florida. So we're in the east. And then, even though we have these winds, they're really not bringing very much in. Just drier air and not very much cloud cover, not very much moisture. It does get a little bit moist as you come to the east coast, but not significantly. And so this is because of this high front right, this high pressure system right here. So this high pressure system, currently we're not feeling any moisture in the air, and this cold front is going to bring down even drier air. So it's really going to push it down, and that's what we saw in that pocket before, where it was drier air. And then we will be seeing cold front. It's not on this map. As interesting as this looks, it's not going to be affecting us, but we will be seeing a cold front coming in through Sunday. So if you do want to go to the sea over your nice break, it's going to be fairly nice. It's going to be only slightly choppy, not really that high waves, not really that strong wind. So if you want to go out in the water, it's a perfect day to do that. And then tonight's forecast, it is going to be cooler and clearing up, so it's going to be kind of chilly, 45 degrees, but it will clear up from where the day's been. And then for Thursday we are going to see a spike. It's going to be nice, it's going to be sunny, really perfect. The wind stays nice and low, the temperature climbs. It's going to be very nice, not overcast, just very nice and very enjoyable. So if you plan on doing anything to head out of town, do it then. Okay, and now passing it over to Mike.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the southeast U.S. and you can see a lot of cooler temperatures across the eastern part of the southeast, with 56 here in Atlanta, 53 in Savannah. The warmer conditions are off towards the west, with 70 in New Orleans and 70 in Shreveport. And our relative humidity is really high in the western part of the southeast due to that cold front we were talking about earlier. That cold front is not going to really affect Tallahassee or Florida, but it is going to give us some drier, more seasonable air and just reinforce the air mass we're in currently. The current wind shows you that high pressure is situated over here, giving us the northeasterly winds in Florida and in Tallahassee and in Savannah. But you can see a little east wind due to that cold front in New Orleans and in Tupelo. New Orleans at 8 miles per hour and Tupelo at 3 miles per hour. The radar shows you that cold front situated basically in Mississippi and Alabama. A lot of the moisture is up in the Ohio Valley, but it is really going to just reinforce the drier air down here in the southeast. And let's take a closer look at this cold front. You can see there's a lot of thunderstorms and showers associated with this cold front in Missouri, now moving towards Indiana and Ohio. And that is going to continue to move west for the rest of today into tonight and tomorrow. Let's zoom up to that low pressure system. It is giving us some snow in northern Canada and near the Great Lakes. And when we look at water vapor across the southeast, you can see that water vapor is due to the cold front. Ahead of that cold front, a lot of dry air is down here in South Florida, not allowing any showers or thunderstorms to really form. And the dew points show lower dew points across the eastern section of the southeast, but you can see a little surge ahead of that cold front in Shreveport, Little Rock, Tupelo, and New Orleans, 60s in Shreveport and New Orleans. For tonight's forecast, cooler conditions across the east, as we were showing you earlier with those temperatures. 46 here in Tallahassee, 47 in Atlanta. The warmer conditions are in New Orleans and Shreveport with 58 and 56 degrees respectively. Tomorrow, very pleasant conditions really across all of the southeast. Warmer conditions down here towards South Florida with 82 in Miami. And then you can see the cooler conditions are up in the northern part of Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama. Now let's send it back to the desk with Rebecca.
Thank you, Michael. So if we continue to look over how history has been playing for the previous years, here today, we can see that in 1989 it was a particularly bad day. So thunderstorms in Kentucky produced hail that was 3 inches, and it produced wind gusts over 110 miles per hour. Thunderstorms produced severe weather in the entire eastern area, affecting all the way through the morning and the afternoon. It spawned some thunderstorms that decided to pop up, produced 23 tornadoes, and there were 164 reports of damaging winds. So those winds came in and absolutely meant business. I have only been through thunderstorms kind of like that once, and it decided to gift our trampoline over to our neighbors. So those can be pretty powerful. And then continuing along with this dramatic storm that hit. So in New Jersey, 14 tornadoes were spawned, and that hit central and eastern New York as well as Jersey. So in eastern Pennsylvania, they continued with this wonderful trend of just getting totally beaten up by the weather, and there were 122 reports. So if you'd like to go over to Michael on the wall.
Thanks, Rebecca. So across the nation, we are looking at 2 cold fronts. We were showing you this cold front across the middle of the country, moving through the Ohio Valley. And we also have this another low pressure system attached with the cold front in the northwest. And that's going to actually come down to the southeast and give us some really cold air by the weekend. And the temperature change shows you the colder air behind this first cold front. 13-degree drop in Minneapolis from yesterday, 11-degree drop in Denver, and we're looking at pretty warmer conditions across the eastern section of the U.S. with 4 degrees warmer today in Washington, D.C. and 2 degrees warmer in New Orleans. The water vapor shows you this cold front right here moving across the Ohio Valley, and this low pressure system giving a lot of moisture to the northwest part of the U.S. They've been getting 2 inches of rain a day these last few days. And this is another look at these 2 fronts, the one in the Ohio Valley and the one in the northwest. I'm going to actually show you later in the lab what the air behind the cold front is actually going to be for next week for Thanksgiving. And this cold front right here is giving some moisture again to Ohio, Indiana, and it's going to move east throughout tonight and into tomorrow. And let's take a look at the other cold front moving into the Pacific Northwest, giving snow to the Cascade Mountains and rain to the coastal sections of the Northwest. Watches and warnings shows you a lot of winter weather advisories due to that low pressure system in the Northwest. And we have a lot of small craft advisories on the Atlantic coast of the U.S. Airport delays, nothing really to point out here, but we are seeing some red in Detroit. That's probably due to a ground stop. For tonight, expect colder conditions up towards the north with 24 in Minneapolis, 28 in Kansas City. Warmer conditions are actually down towards South Texas with 66 here in San Antonio. And for tomorrow, the cold air is going to be really situated up towards the Great Lakes with 39 here in Minneapolis and 46 in Detroit. really pleasant conditions across the southern tier of the U.S. with 77 in New Orleans and 74 in Tallahassee. So let's send it back to the desk with Victoria.
All right, now time for some FSU news. So, Florida State opens the basketball season with an 87 to 67 point win over George Washington. That is a 20-point win. That is amazing. Go Noles. FSU trailed just once after GW, grabbed the first bucket of the game, and went on to shoot 56% from the floor. Terrence Mann led the Noles with 17 points and 8 rebounds. In total, 5 Noles lodged double-figure point totals. Now below is a running recap of the game, if you are interested, kept in the form of our live blog. And FSU will next take on Fordham on Friday at 6 p.m. I won't be there because I will be in Jacksonville for Thanksgiving break. I'm really disappointed that I couldn't watch the game, watch them win, that 87-point win, because I had so much homework to do on that day. But I'm sure we will win again on Friday. We are amazing at basketball. So yeah, the game is indoors, but it could be cold that day, so bring a sweater.
Oh, thanks, Rebecca. So let me bring this up for you. We are going to look at the weather for Thanksgiving week. A lot of you I know are traveling to the to your hometown for Thanksgiving, and so you're probably wondering what the weather would be like in at your hometown. So what we have currently, we have a cold front situated across the eastern part of the U.S. and a low pressure system across the northwest of the country. And as I was saying, this will come up eventually. The low pressure system across the northwest is going to move east through the next few days, and it will be situated over the Great Lakes. Now, the air behind this cold front is really cold for this time of year. We are looking at 30s all the way down towards Atlanta, possibly Monday morning. And if this can actually turn on, and so yeah, so we're gonna have this low pressure system move east into Sunday, giving some cold air behind it. And as we look at the temperatures are going to be in the 40s all the way down towards Macon, Middle Georgia, and highs are only going to be in the 60s in northern Florida for next week. There will be a little surge of warm air by the middle of next week, but another cold front is going to re-enhance this really cold air. And we are looking at a really cold Thanksgiving and Black Friday for everyone in the eastern two-thirds of the country. And so I don't have a graph, the screen is not working, but what is the reason causing this cold air in the middle two-thirds of the country? Well, we call a high pressure system situated over Greenland called a Greenland block. What that really does to the overall steering pattern is it clogs up that steering pattern. So we're going to have a low pressure system situated over the eastern two-thirds of the country, and that's not going to really move that much over the course of next week. What does that mean for you? That means colder air for Thanksgiving. And so now we are going to send it back to the wall with Rebecca. And
So it looks like there's some interesting things happening over if you're in Oregon, Washington. So looking at our needs, and right now we're in Tallahassee, it's only 62 degrees, but that will increase if you decide to go south for the Thanksgiving break. There we go. So if you do decide to go south for the Thanksgiving break, it is going to increase in temperature as you head down more south. We're right here. It's pretty mild. It's pretty nice. 62, comfortable. But if you really are missing these temperatures that we've been missing with our cold front coming in, you might want to head south for just this couple of days. And then the dew point, of course, as you get closer to this coast, which the dew point is going to just increase. So right here in Tallahassee, this is pretty dry actually, and for the area it's going to get into a higher and higher dew point. 68 in Miami, 63 in Fort Myers, 61 in Orlando. And then the winds, as we were able to see on a couple of the maps, the wind is circulating in a clockwise pattern. So you can kind of watch where these arrows point. It is going to be curving around. So these higher winds are going to be curving down and around with actually small craft advisories as a result of this. 9 and 10 mile per hour winds in Orlando, West Palm Beach. The Atlantic coast, as you saw earlier, is really just getting hammered this whole time. Tallahassee, we're only getting 5 miles per hour, and it's really not going to be affecting us very much. But if you are going to be going Key West, 14 mile per hour winds, it'll be very windy and even to the point of being slightly dangerous if you're on the water. And then this water vapor, so we were able to see that cold front really isn't going to be affecting us that much. There's not going to be much moisture as a result of it. There's not going to be much cloud cover, but there is going to be a significant uptick in the dry air. So this orange is the dry air that we're seeing, and then we can see it, and it moves through. Right now we were, as you saw in the dew points, the local low, and then as that continues to move down, everything's just going to dry further and further out. So with the satellite and radar, we're able to see, again, not very much in our neck of the woods. We're not seeing very much moisture, some slight cloud cover, which we mostly saw today. It's not going to last very long. And then if you do come down to where that cold front has curved through, it is bringing a little bit of the oceanic moisture through. And we are seeing some spotty storms, some spotty showers, but not too bad. And then this, however, will change as we see the future comes through. So, for the overall tonight's forecast, we're 46 right now. It is going to be warmer as you go south, 71 in West Palm Beach, 70 in Miami, 74 in Key West. And then for tomorrow, we're going to be looking at sunny skies pretty much where it's going to swap. So we had slightly overcast days. It's going to be sunny here and cloudy down there. So let's pass it out to the desk with Michael.
Thanks, Rebecca. So earlier this weekend, in Iran, they actually experienced a really major earthquake. It was a 7.3 magnitude earthquake that struck the nation, and currently the death toll is at 530 due to that earthquake. And the Iran state-run news agency said that the number of people injured were at 7,460 people, and that number is probably going to rise as there are still several people missing in Iran. And a province named Kermanshah, pardon me for my pronunciation, which is nestled in the Zagros mountain, suffered all these the fatalities from this earthquake and the tremor. And the tremor actually affected 14 out of the 31 country's provinces. Now this earthquake was a major story, and actually another story that occurred earlier today in Athens, Greece. They actually had major flooding due to a low pressure system nearby, and we have heard that there has been some deaths also due to the flooding in Athens, Greece. So now let's send it out to the wall with Rebecca for a final look at your local forecast.
All right, not Rebecca, Victoria. All right, so currently in Tallahassee, it is 62 degrees, a little bit on the chilly side, mostly cloudy, dew point at 45 degrees, humidity at 53%, getting lower and lower. That is great for your hair. Currently, again, 62 in Tallahassee, 55, a little cooler here in Quincy, 55 up here in Bainbridge, 58 in Carabel, 58 Apalachicola, a little bit cooler because of that moisture on the coast. Local dew points, again, Tallahassee 45 degrees, Quincy 43, a lot lower here in Marianna with 40. On the coast, Carabel 52. So what those dew points mean is We're sitting very pleasant right now, not too oppressive, not too dry, very great for your hair, very great to go outside. All right, not much on the radar here. A little bit of cloud coverage here in the north, moving to the east of Florida, but not much rain or anything to worry about here in Tallahassee. Maybe a few clouds here and there tonight, but not much. Okay, so here it shows winds, future winds. We have, oh, never mind. So planning your night, it's gonna cool down tonight. By 7 p.m. it'll be 55, by 10 it'll be 50, and 49 by midnight. Wow, that is cold. Make sure you grab a sweater or a jacket on your way out the door if you're going outside tonight. Tonight, again, 45 Tallahassee, very cold. I will be staying in my room, in my bed with a blanket. Tomorrow, it's gonna warm up a lot, 74 in Tallahassee. Cooler here on the coast, Carabel 72, Apalachicola 72, but it's going to be a very perfect day with light winds at 5 miles an hour. Taking a look at the week ahead, again tomorrow, will be a little bit clear, slightly cloudy, temperatures 74, 74 on Friday, warming up a little bit on Saturday, 77, but on Sunday when that cold front hits, there's going to be a 30% chance of rain. Temperatures will drop to 68 degrees. Okay, and we're going to the desk. I'm going to the desk, sorry about that.
All right, so it looks like we have a pretty interesting week ahead. We get our nice long weekend, and we actually kind of get to enjoy it, nice and sunny.
That cold front will hit, so I'm getting out of town because I hate the cold.
Looks like just in time. Looks like we get to enjoy that long weekend, the day off, well, half day, and then we get most of the weekend, and then it's just that cold front on Sunday, right?
It will be very beautiful for the game. It'll clear up for the game. It might be a little chilly, but go out and enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, that's what jackets are for.
Yes.
So, do you have anything planned for the week besides heading out of town for your Thanksgiving week?
Probably, it's my mom's birthday today, actually, so we're probably celebrating that this weekend.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Okay, so it looks like we can see that it does pick right back up where we left off. Just Sunday's the anomaly. So we have our nice sunny days during the weekend, and then we actually get to enjoy the week a little bit that we have right before Thanksgiving break.
Yes. And there is a possibility of a cold front coming next Wednesday, but we are not sure yet about that.
Yes, and follow us on Twitter so we can fill you in on everything that does end up happening.
So, enjoy your night, guys. Watch us live on YouTube.
So I'm student meteorologist Rebecca Beal.
And I'm student meteorologist Victoria Nichols.
Have a good week.
Have a good day.